Good evening, and I'd like to welcome you back into the Foul Playland. As always, I'm your Foul Player. I want to make a short video regarding the New York Mets and the rumors that are abound as of today, early February. I don't know the date. Actually, I'll check on my phone. February 4th. Um, Today there was news reports that were coming out, or rumors that were coming out, that the potential sale of the Mets to billionaire investor Steve Cohen are at this point dead. Rumor has it that or the little trinklings that I'm hearing is that um there was a snag along the way, and that as of now the talks are dead. I mean, which is probably like the worst Met rumor I've heard since I started liking the Mets when I was a kid. Um, Everybody was pumped up about this. I think the free agency moves that the Mets made weren't as badly panned, like with the team that's like at the fringe of playoff contention. A lot of people didn't criticize a lot of these moves because of the Steve Cohen news. Most Met fans thought that Steve Cohen was buying the team, and we were going to be rid of the Wilpons once and for all. And I'm not saying that we're going to go back and like criticize these free agency moves. I think we'll get around to doing that as the year progresses. But more importantly, the fact that this rumor is out there that he may not buy the team. I mean, it just stinks for Mets fans. Um, from the Mets, they've put a tweet out that I've read on Twitter that they're not commenting on the topic because it's still a potential sale or something to that effect, like as if like they're doing a business dealing and their policy is not to comment on things that are pending, or who knows. I mean, if there's anything positive that could be taken from this, even though that sale was a little bit shaky, like the fact that they were going to sell a stake in the team initially, and that 5 years it was going to be 100% control by Cohen, by Steve Cohen. At some point, the Wilpons, because it's a family operation run by Fred and his skeevy son Jeff, at some point they came to the impasse. Hey, we're going to sell the Mets. So maybe if this deal does fall through, if I want to put a positive spin on any of this, because it sucks no matter what, is that if they have it in their minds to sell, that they're gonna sell to someone else anyway. I mean, maybe that would be nice, but yeah, it just stinks. I mean, it seems like these processes take long. I mean, like this last one was supposed to take 5 years, which that was a negative, a bad caveat in all this. This Steve Cohen sale was going to take 5 years. I mean, I don't know if this all doesn't go through, if the next person they want to sell to, um, that's also a requisite of the sale. Like that, it would take 5 years for that next person to take full ownership. I wanted Steve Cohen because it seems like he's has a little bit of that maverick aspect to him, where he's buying pieces of art that are over $100 million. Supposedly he's a big guy when it comes to investing, as far as the analytical aspect of it, and not shying away from putting a lot of money into that, like into acquiring information. And maybe that would trickle down with the baseball operation when it comes to the Mets, as far as putting a lot of money into the scouting department, or just not being cheap. I mean, we like the Wilpons, they give you just enough to make it seem like they're engaged, but they do those things, and when they're like they may cheap off from giving top dollar, but they'll give big bucks. And like when they give big bucks out, like to their free agents that they bring in, it's usually like the wrong people. We'll let good people walk out of here, um, because we're not willing to invest money into them. See Zach Wheeler, um, but then when the Met faithful are complaining and making it known that they're not happy, they'll make a off the cuff free agency splurge into something that nobody wants. See Jason Bay, see Mo Vaughn, see I mean, I don't want to say Pedro. I mean, I can't recall them for the sake of this video, but there's so many, and that's not the only bad thing about the Mets. Believe me. But yeah, I mean, like I hope this is like fake news, or I hope this is just a bad rumor that somebody did to hurt me. But I guess we'll have to stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think. With that, I'm out. Go Mets. Thank you for stepping into the Vibe Playland. Peace.